Hi, this is Jared Davis. Welcome to my first video review. Today we're going to look at the new book, Queer Visitors from the Marvelous Land of Oz, by Baum. Alright, well, this book is composed of reprints of... Jack, stop that. It's composed of reprints of newspaper stories that Baum wrote in promotion of his 1904 novel, The Marvelous Land of Oz. These stories featured the Scarecrow, the Tin Woodman, Jack Pumpkinhead, the Gump, the Wogglebug, and the Sawhorse visiting the United States of America. They have a twist there. Now, this isn't the first time these stories have been collected. The first book with these stories in it was this one right here, The Visitors from Oz, with pictures by Dick Martin. Now, it says it was by Baum, but the truth is that it was actually heavily rewritten by someone else on the Riley and Lee staff in the 1960s. So, right. Later, the stories were collected, slightly edited into a book form called the Third Book of Oz. That's been reprinted with less editing into this book, The Visitors from Oz, which is a nice book to pick up if you're on this one. So, anyways, let's get to the book at hand. Alright, well, one thing I'll show you right here was that these cards I showed you, these come with every copy of the book. And yeah, this book is pretty big. It says it's 18 by 16 inches. I'm not completely sure if that's accurate because it seems to be bigger, but whatever. Alright. Now, opening we have some nice little tidbits here. There's introduction by Robert Baum, Baum's great-grandson. There's a short biography by Kathleen Kroll of Baum. And now, here's a article by Eric Shanower. The only thing is, take a look at the title. Well, whatever. I didn't trademark it. Let's see. And there's some focus here given to Walt McDougall, who did the illustrations. He was a pioneer in the comic strips. So yeah. It has some examples of his art here. Get down, Jack. And here's another article by Eric Shanower, where it showcases and mentions several Oz comics through the years. Very informative. And here are a couple of comics by John O'Neill, including a comic here called Adventures in Oz that never saw the light of day, sadly. Alright, now we get into the actual stories. It starts with these little stories here, which aren't, it isn't a facsimile, but it's nice that they're here. The idea was that the Visitors from Oz would come through space, so these told about sightings on the planets and weird events and everything. And so here you see, we get every comics page printed in its fullest size. The only problem is that some of the text is actually pretty small. But the thing is that this company is dedicated to reproducing it at its original size, so this is how it originally looked. That's one reason why I still recommend getting this book, so it's easier, so you can read them easily. Agree, Jack? Alright, well, Then there's some more articles reprinted here, along with the What Did the Wogglebug Say answers. And then there's some focus on the comics of W.W. Dinslow, including his comic strip Dinslow, Scarecrow, and Tin Man, which also has been completely reprinted here. So you're getting like 2 books for the price of 1. And there's more of his comic strips reprinted here. So, yes. And finally, it ends with this look, with Eric Shanor's list of comics through Oz Comics Through Time. Very nice, I have to say. I've actually seen quite a few of these, but there's still a large number I haven't, so, better get looking. Alright, well, if I gotta say anything, if out of 5 stars, I'm gonna have to give this a 5, because all the extra articles are informative. The reproduction value is great. I mean, I've seen these strips before, but I saw them only in black and white and separate pieces of paper. But I'm going to have to say I like this. I really did. Alright now. Well, that closes it. I suggest you get this book. I mean, it retails for $75, but it's worth the price, especially if you're a Baum collector and researcher. So, yeah. This is Jared Davis, the Royal Kid of Oz, signing out.